Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 4 of the Abandoned Kids Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And in this part, we will be aging up Sylvia, so we will have our first toddler. We have a little bit of money, not enough to really build anything, but we have a little bit. And I am going to hit play. Just as a little bit of a background, the rules to the Abandoned Kids Challenge are linked down below to where they are on the forums, and I also have some tweaks that I've done and a basic overall description in the description down below too. The goal is primarily for a young teen to raise her siblings, in which case she has 3 of them. She has 1 who's a child and 2 who are babies. They are very close in age, the babies, but they are not actually twins, which is why I was commenting that Sylvia will be aging up today, and I've also commented down below that Eric ages up 2 days later. I do have lifespan on long, but I've set specific goals for that they need to reach before they can age up, as opposed to playing out the full long lifespan. It would take too long. Oh, and it's actually saying it's almost Sylvia's birthday, so that actually works pretty well. I'm pretty sure I have it on a long lifespan. I'm not sure why it's almost Sylvia's birthday. Yeah, I do. Oh well, I can't imagine. Well, that actually is not as surprising, because when you have a long lifespan, it actually tells you that way ahead of the time that you would normally age them up. But it's obviously getting time for we'll age her up. But not until the end of the school day, because I was keeping her. So she is, needs some fun. I'm sorry, my dear, you need some fun, but you kind of need to, you're over here, and I think you need to harvest at least the close things. And I'm going to, she was working on, I aspiration swap a lot, so had her planting something before, so now she's going to go over here and harvest. I'm pretty much where I left off last time, other than I think she ate something. That was it. And other than that, she's where she was, and hopefully while she's away, I don't know what that dig was, if I was there, because it moved a little bit. It probably was. And now someone's making food. The first day we were here, no one made any food, and so I had to make the food, and then it ended up going bad. And that was one of the reasons I chose this neighborhood, was primarily because there's a grill, but usually people cook on these grills. So let me see, that usually is a frog there, but because of cats and dogs and the patch that came in before, yeah, that's not ready to harvest. And then we will look for frogs there, and I am going to harvest these even though they're not worth anything, because they'll be good for fertilizing or for fishing bait. The flowers themselves are actually really good. They can make a decent amount of money. Of course, the most money tends to be more... Did I have her harvest those? I think I did, just based on the time frame of what's here. But is the tree ready? There's a tree over here normally. Where's the apple tree? I'm missing it, or they've taken it away. I already dug there. I could have sworn there used to be an apple tree in this neighborhood, like right in this area. Not that it really matters, because we do have an apple already that we planted, so it's not a big deal. But apple and cherry together, when you graft them, you can get pomegranate, so you can get the death flower. And how are the babies doing? They seem to be okay, and she's just, she got some limestone, which is good, because I had already extracted all the limestone and made some money the first time round. Now, these frogs are ready to breed. Excellent, excellent. And she got a spotted eggplant, which I will keep because it'll be worth more when we do it later. But, and I'm going to sell the treasure map, because I don't usually find, for the most part, that they're really worth that much. And I see that we have a crying baby, Eric. I'm going to use this to center over here to make it easier for me to get here. And he has a dirty diaper, so it's not as urgent if that's all his problem is. It's more of an issue if he actually had, if he didn't have that, then I'd be concerned he was hungry. But that doesn't hopefully seem to be the case. I am going to have her plant one more snapdragon, and the basil at some point. Not instantly. And I see that we have Brian is home from school. So let me check on his needs. His fun is really, really bad, and well, he needs to have a shower. I think what he needs the most right now is to go fishing, because hopefully that will help him. Actually, I'm going to have him look for toys in case he gets one. And I'm going to have him open that booster pack. What did he get? 55. Actually, that's not too bad. I don't know. I kind of want to keep it, though, because, you know, if we go to the library, you can use it to play with. Maybe we'll see. And I like collecting. If we really need it, unfortunately, he's going to have to sell it. But if we can manage, then he can keep it. So she has, not enough time has passed, which I didn't expect it had, but I just thought I would just quickly check. And Sun Surfer, I think, is worth more than the eggplant whirl that she just collected. She collected an eggplant whirl. It's 100. But I don't know, maybe I'd have to look at the little chart from the Carl Sims site to see whether maybe being these together might give us a whirly flower, because of course that's the best thing to have. So he's doing that, and then I'm going to have him go fishing is what I'm going to do for a little while, because he needs some fun. And she's trying to go home, not very quickly, to look after her brother. You got to speed up, my dear, because you're going really slow, I have to say. Unfortunately, I don't think I could say to jog here. I could just say go here, which I didn't do. I just had her come. And she's walking through the rocks. But those are sized up, so that's probably why. So you're going to do that. So let me look at what you have here. And I'm keeping some of these things. And oh, he's still crying. So he is also hungry or needs attention. So go ahead. Do what I asked you to. So I'm going to sell these snapdragons. I don't know if I can sell those. I was actually trying to sell these snapdragons. These being these, I saw that the hot dogs are going. I don't think you can sell those. And the lilies, because we have already done those. And I'm gonna, you know what, I'm not going to sell the basil. And the reason I'm not selling the basil is when, so what did he actually get? Did he actually get a toy, or did he get, oh, he did. And you know what, it's not worth very much. So he can play with his toy. We'll let him keep his toy to play with. And we'll let him fish, and maybe he'll catch something that's worth something to replace the fact that we're, for the moment, trying to keep these things for him. But, you know, we're trying. We'll see. So I'm going to have her clean out the spoiled food and cloud gaze, which will help her fun a little bit. And then I'm going to have her take one more vacation day. Oh, she's picking that up too. Good. And he is asleep, and let's hope that Sylvia hangs in there a little bit. The main things I need for Sylvia are preferably a toddler bed so that she can actually sleep in it, which we'll put beside the tent. And I'd prefer to have you know what, I really need to get a potty chair, because that'll keep her hygiene up quicker, because technically we're not allowed to buy a bathtub until we have enough stuff for a room. So she has, yeah, sorry dear, you're inspired, which is what I wanted. And you try and extract that fossil. Fingers crossed you don't break it, is all I can say. So you got your last vacation day, and did you get it? Yes, 70, that's good. And much as I like collecting, I'm not using that one. Oh, and we have Sylvia is upset again. So we're going to bottle feed her and give her a cuddle. And hopefully that will look after her, and then we'll age her up by the end of the part is what we will do. Unless, yeah, that's what we'll do, because I'd like to have her do some painting is what I would like. So, but what I'm going to do is, because I'm going to have her do some painting, is I'm going to switch her back over to the Painter Extraordinaire aspiration under the Creativity tab. And I am going to then hopefully get her to do this last painting. We'll do a classic large there and see how that one goes. And he is working on his fun. Is that helping very much? Not particularly. I wonder if she should go play over, and he's filthy. I almost wonder whether he needs to take a vacation day. I'm going to have him take a vacation day tomorrow, because even though he's got all the time in the world, honestly, to become an A student, so he needs a break. And then he can go to school for one day, and then he'll have the weekend off. That'll be a good thing. So she is doing her painting. I don't know if enough time has passed. Nope. I didn't think it had, but I thought I'd check, because they're so desperate for money, and you know what, I may as well just sell these. I'm just going to sell them. And I'm going to check what she collected what it's worth. That's common, so nothing she's collected is worth very much in terms of these peach and the metals and the stones. So for now I'm going to keep them, because they'll be good for when she gets to the next tier, because I find sometimes it's hard, but if they were a lot I would sell them. but they're not worth very much. So they're good ones to sacrifice to send away to the Geo Council, is what I'm saying. That's what, at least that's my thought. So she wants to create an excellent painting. So hopefully, oh, we got a cowplant berry. That's actually really good, because if we plant that, I'm going to drag that out, they are worth 475 simoleons when they are, when they grow. So that'll actually work really well. And then how much is his tuna? Because now the tuna is worth a decent amount, so it's 82 simoleons. So that helps cover, those two things help him keep his toy and his void critter card. I think he deserves them. And she's sleeping anyways right now, Sylvia. So let's keep going with this painting and see how it is going, how it turns out. Hopefully excellent. But she's, oh, it did. I don't know what it's worth, but it's excellent. She wants to collect a new fossil. And what's this? Search. Okay. 749. Yes, you're doing pretty well there, my dear. So you need to sell. So we're gonna sell it regardless whether you need to sell or not, because we need to sell it because we need the money. So off you go. Sell it. Let's get that money into our coffers there. So I wonder if that's enough money to put up some basic walls to at least build a bathroom, and then they can have like a fridge and a counter for her to make some food. So let me see. Let me go into build mode. And of course I'm not going to put any wall coverings up whatsoever. So we need it to be big enough to have there. And then I'll make it bigger eventually when I need to. And we're going to give it a glass door so it has some light. And because we have that, we're going to do a patio to put our, okay, so that's there. And I am going to stick, let me get the shower in here. There. And I am going to grab out of here the cheapest fridge there is. And I am going to get a island, again a grungy one right there. And I'm gonna get two. And I just did that just because I just wanted it to be all on the island. And I'm gonna grab one stool under comfort, the cheap ones from there, because I am actually going to get them a computer. And I'm doing that because then she can learn the vampire lore and change all those little cheap things into wrong category. It's electronics, not appliances. I should know better. And of course we need some money for a bed for our little toddler, and some money to be able to make another painting. Because she's just about to age up. So I'm gonna go into plumbing. She's not gonna get any little, she's gonna be out pottying out here, right in the kitchen area. I'm actually gonna move this over so that, you know, she can work over on this side, on that part. So she's got her little potty. Let's take a look at what the beds cost for her kids. And that toy can be used for the little ones too. So it's only 160. Well, that's good. She can get that. And the thing is, I kind of want to have it close to us, but I also don't want to be too close to I don't want to be so close that we're waking up. I'll see whether that works. If not, I'll have to move it a little bit, but I don't want it to be too far away. And the blocks are 80. So this isn't enough for us to be able to like have anyone come over in terms of looking after the kids, because this isn't, yeah. And I hopefully, one of the next things I'd like to get is actually a toilet and maybe a sink, just because then we don't need to keep going over to the public bathroom. So she's got that, and I'm gonna take a chance and have her do another large classic painting. And hopefully it turns out reasonably well. She's pretty tired. And let me check and see whether the frogs are ready to breed. So I'm going to breed that actually with the eggplant world just to see what I get. Yes, I got a whirly flower. That's what I needed. So I don't know whether I can breed it yet in Brian's inventory because of the fact that he bred it later than us, but I can. So we're going to breed that with the whirly flower. And we didn't get another whirly flower. What did we get? Yes, we did. Yes, excellent. So we're going to sell one of these, the sun surfers, but like I said, I am keeping them. So I'm going to sell one. But actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, I normally don't like the frogs out because they just go and do them and don't actually do anything. So your fun is there. You want to discuss fractions, but you need to just go to sleep. So you should come here and go to sleep. And let me look and see what you caught in your inventory. Did you catch anything else of any value? Not really, but I'm going to put these back in her inventory. And did she take her vacation day? I can't remember. She did. So she's going to finish this painting. If she can, because we have a dirty diaper. Change dirty diaper. Because we also need a tub is what we need. Desperately. Okay, you're going to have to stop painting, sweetheart. You're going to have to. And you're tired. I think you're going to have to, you know what, just call it a day. You are going to age her up because you need to go to sleep. So you're going to bottle feed her because maybe that'll help her not be hungry right when she wakes up. But I was saying I kept the produce because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the basil into Sylvia's inventory, and then that will be when she's really hungry, we can have her eat that. So that's a good thing. So let me see. No, you're not going to paint. You're going to age her up. So we're going to age her up and see what she looks like. I mean, I'm very happy that you like to paint, but you need to just age her up. Oh, we got a gift. I forgot because of parenthood. So Sylvia is going to be, I'm not using wild for either of them because there is currently a glitch with wild. So Sylvia, you know what? I don't know what. She kind of we're going to make her our charmer. I was going to say charmer. And I wouldn't say independent because she seemed to like attention as a kid. So if anything, I'd say she'd be clingy. But I'm not sure. It probably makes sense that she's clingy, even though I don't particularly like it, because she seemed to want more attention than Eric did. Eric is going to probably be either my independent or inquisitive one, because he didn't seem, and hopefully she can put her down and not be glitched. Because sometimes, you know, they get glitched. Now, because your age, she's pretty dressed up, I have to say. Pretty dressed up. There you go. You're a sweetie. So, and how are your needs? Oh, well, now that we aged her up, what we can do is we can take the whirly flowers and we can put them in her inventory and breed them there. So the toddlers can actually, even though we're going to, and we need that because we need to buy a tub. So we're going to put that there. I'm going to see if we can manage to save up enough to actually get a better tub. And you see, I thought I told you to go to bed. Are you so dirty you don't want to go to bed? And you're so hungry? Okay, why don't you take a quick meal. Granola. And for now, I'm just going to stick these in the family inventory, and you can let me know whether or not you think that I should sell it and keep the money, or sell it and take the money away using cheats. But for now, it's just in their inventory. But I am pre-recording because I'm having a lot of fun, so I will, at some point in the future, take that into account about that. Oh, and how are you? What, you looking sad? Babble to self. Yeah, that would be good, a soft friend that she can talk to. Her needs are actually pretty good, I have to say. Why don't you, I was going to say come play with this, but I think they get upset from those. So why don't we look at his inventory, and sorry, you have to share, because we only have one toy. So you can come. You can leave. We don't want a vampire here. We don't need poor Sylvia drained from being bitten. Thank you very much. Is he here? Is he gone? I hope he's gone. So, how is she in terms of her sleep? Still pretty bad. But I think this has probably gone on long enough. I'm going to have to change her because this does not look like abandoned kids' clothes. It's adorable, but I don't think that looks... Then again, I don't know what any of the toddler stuff is. And I don't use CC, so I'm, have what they have in the game. But, so, it's the fourth part. We have really small walls, 4 walls, and we have a patio area here, which has a fridge. Actually, what I'm going to do before I go is I'm going to go back into build mode. And I am going to put this here, and I'm doing that for a reason, because I'm going to grab that. I thought it would drag it, and it might have dragged it if I still left it there, but because I didn't, it was fine. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to go up. I don't have a lot of money. Normally I would use a tower, and I may use a tower because she does have a painting already on her easel, so I think we're probably okay to have a column is what I mean to say. So we've got that, and let's look at the 45. Does that make sense? Or did I pull that out too far? I think I pulled that out too far. Yeah. And there we go. I did pull that out too far, so I'm going to put that back in. And then I'm going to just make it look like that. So they have a little bit of a roof there. So that works pretty well. And I don't know whether that'll get in the way, but I'll leave it there. But that is now going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!